Welcome back to the show. Well, our next guest is no stranger to daytime Ottawa, no stranger to wowing people around the world as an illusionist and a magician. Ted Outerbridge joining us on the show because you've got some fantastic shows, performances coming up in beautiful Smith Falls. Welcome back, Ted. So, as I said, you've been on the show in the past, but for our viewers that aren't familiar with your background, tell them a little bit about yourself and how you got into magic and illusion.
Yes, I've been at it since I was 12. I was Magic Ted performing at birthday parties. And now, for the past 23 years, I've been touring the world with my partner and my wife, Marion. And our show is called Outerbridge Clockwork Mysteries. And it's all about celebrating moments in time along with grand illusion. So time machines, people floating in the air, Marion being divided in two, lots of wild and crazy, exciting illusions.
Well, as I said, you're going to be in Smith Falls, and one of your tricks, as I understand it, is based around that old post office in Smith Falls. That was your inspiration. Tell me about this one.
Yes. So, Derek, you've been to Smith Falls. You know Russell Street?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're on Russell Street. There's Bowie's Bar. That's where everyone loves to hang out. Great place. And next to that is the old post office, or the Fuller post office. It's been beautifully restored. And at the top of this great, fabulous building is a clock tower. So we're going to do something involving time. And in this bag, I have a prediction of a specific time of day. So, Derek, I'm going to ask you to imagine you're looking at the clock tower. What hour of the day does the clock tower read?
For me personally, like just as I'm envisioning it, let's say 3:15.
3:15. Wow, that was good, because clocks chime every 15 minutes. So you could have taken 3:15, 3:30, 3:45. You chose 3:15. Now, I have a prediction in a bag here.
Okay.
And I'm going to remove this from the bag, and something unusual. These are cards, and each card has a specific time written on it.
Okay.
I'm going to run through these times because one of the times is not like the others. One of them is different.
Okay.
What was your time again, Derek?
3:15. No, don't tell me.
3:15.
I don't know how you do that.
Thank you for not changing your mind. I really appreciate that.
That is amazing.
It scares me too. I can't explain it. Yeah. Thanks, Derek.
Oh, no, thank you. You always blow our minds. Well, let's talk about your performance. For people that have never been to one of your performances, just describe it for us.
Absolutely. Well, crazy things. Marion climbs into a time machine and she travels back to the 1960s. So she basically disappears from the stage. And when I reset the chrono modulators and Marion returns to the stage, she reappears dressed in a costume from the 1960s. So it's really pretty wild. It's a Victorian steampunk time machine. We travel through time. I impersonate a psychic game show host.
Okay.
We have a bizarre ritual with a basket and swords. I divide Marion in two, but with the help of members of the audience, which is really pretty wild. So someone's holding her head, someone's holding her legs. She's divided in two. And the show is really about the audience.
Right.
We have a time capsule prediction, and the audience decides what they want in their time capsule. Of course, we already know we've made a prediction, and it matches what the audience decides they want in their time capsule.
It's just incredible how you're able to engage the audience like that and make it so interactive. And you're at that beautiful theater, right? Station Theater. For people who have never been to Station Theater, it really is a special spot, isn't it?
It's amazing. Yeah, it's a CP Rail train station that was built in 1887. And in 1966, CP Rail gave the keys to the station to Dennis Staples. He was the mayor at the time. And they also gave him $50,000. And a bunch of incredible volunteers in Smith Falls came together and they transformed this train station into an amazing theater. It's a 140-seat intimate theater. There are really comfy, cozy seats from the National Arts Center. It's air conditioned. When our lighting designer came into the theater, he's from the Cirque du Soleil, so he's been around He walked in and he was blown away by how
Really?
gorgeous this theater was. Yeah, it's a
Amazing.
great place.
Very quickly, Ted, as you and I are talking off camera, and I've been to Smith Falls so many times. It's such a beautiful place to visit now. There's lots to do for people if they want to make a weekend out of it, right?
There really is. I mean, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So, bring a picnic lunch or a coffee, sit down on a bench, and you can watch boats going through the locks. And the locks are operated exactly the way they were in 1830 when Colonel By had, built the canal. So that's fun.
Yeah.
We have the Railway Museum. We have Heritage House Museum. I love Heritage House Museum.
Oh, I do too.
Doing a lot of research about the town.
Just want to mention, Ted, to everybody again, it's running until October the 1st, so there's lots of times to get tickets. So many performances available. Thanks to you, Ted, for joining us. Really appreciate it. We'll be back with more right after this.